Boy, it's a busy time of the year.
It is a busy time of the year, and we are tracking Idalia, which is making landfall right now in parts of Florida. We can see behind me that there is Idalia right now. It is very, very close to the Florida coast right now, and it is a major Category 3 hurricane with sustained winds of 125 miles per hour within that eyewall. And you can see that it is going to be going out into the Atlantic after it is done and sort of do a little bit of a loop there, and we'll see where it ends up going. But right now we can turn on the radar and see right now that this eyewall is getting very, very close towards the Florida coast. If it hasn't already made landfall, it will be here very, very soon. We'll go ahead and zoom in even further, and you can see it's going to be making landfall near Cross City and near parts of this Big Bend here in Florida. So again, very, very dangerous situation out there in Florida right now. And as I was saying earlier, it is a solid Category 3 hurricane with 125 mile per hour winds. Now earlier it was a Category 4 at 130 miles per hour, but it has since weakened ever so slightly to 125 miles per hour. But this is still going to be a devastating hurricane because we also are tracking the potential for 6 to 9 feet of storm surge and up to 9 to 12 feet of storm surge in some locations. So overall, it is a very, very dangerous situation that is going to be going on here in parts of southern or northern Florida. But across our region, we are seeing the sunrise come up this morning. It is a beautiful morning out there in Benton and in Mount Vernon. So overall, not a bad morning out there. So temperatures, though, we are a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday, with temperatures largely into the mid 60s for most of us. I'm expecting those temperatures to warm this afternoon into the mid 70s and then into the upper 70s to near 80 by this afternoon. Some of us may not even make it to 80, but again, we are tracking that mild weather for today and then a breezy day for today with peak wind gusts somewhere between 15 and 20 miles per hour, but fall weather is expected for tomorrow and into Friday. So again, as we take a look by 7 o'clock, I think most of us will still be hanging on to those upper 60s. By 12 o'clock, I think most of us will be reaching the mid 70s with 75 in Harrisburg and 77 down in Murray, Kentucky. By about 6 o'clock this afternoon, I think most of us will hang on to those upper 70s, and even a few of us will hit the low 80s before things really cool down, with 55 in Carbondale and 54 for an overnight low in parts of the region. So again, very, very cool morning to start before things get to a similar level tomorrow in terms of high temperatures, and then things will cool again into the mid 60s and upper 50s for your Friday morning. But we are tracking those wind gusts, with peak wind gusts this afternoon by about noontime being around the 19 to 20 mile per hour range. A few of us in the south may get up to 21 miles per hour, but overall today is going to be a little bit breezy as we do have that hurricane passing towards our south and east, but I'm not expecting any other impacts across our region from Hurricane Idalia. We are going to see those lower dew points around the pleasant to comfortable range, with dew points today in the mid 50s, maybe even a little bit of the lower 60s, but overall not very humid this afternoon. But that is all ahead of our next warm-up that we are tracking for the first week of September, with temperatures getting into the mid-90s by Tuesday and Wednesday. And those dew points will also be on the uptrend, with dew points expected to be into the 70s. And with those higher dew points, we are expecting more rainfall. So download that Storm Track 3 app for all of your latest weather information. So again, for the next few days, things are going to be very, very cool and crisp into those, I almost feel like fall type conditions for your morning, but then things will start to warm up into next week, with temperatures getting into the mid 90s by Wednesday and then cooling back to the low 90s. And we'll check out this viewer photo of the day sent in by Judith Hayden. That is those are some beautiful flowers there.
That almost looks like art. It almost looks like somebody made that.
Yes.
That is incredible. Good stuff there, Judith. All right, well, we're going to check out our top stories right after the break. Stay with us.